Hi there, and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I solved a problem that was bugging me for a really long time. I really wanted to be able to make some loops in Fruity Loops and be able to jam along. This proved to be relatively complicated, but I found a satisfying way to do that. First, I'm going to show you what I was trying to achieve and how it would end up using FL Studio without any of the tweaks. So I have this pattern here, and I like to just have some drums. We will loop this drum pattern for 4 bars, and I want to be able to jam along. Let's say I'm using the Jupiter 8, maybe some bass. So if I want to record what I'm jamming, I will have to map the instruments and samples to their respective channels. And then let's switch over to my mixer. I will have to arm the mixer channels to record by pressing those 2 buttons down here, or as many buttons as I need. For every used channel, I have to press the button. Now, if we arm our digital audio workstation to record and play, we will see that the playlist will move forward and play whatever we've put there, and also add the notes I'm playing using my MIDI keyboard, and create a track, an audio clip. This is good, but pay attention to what's happening here. So, do you notice? A lot of stuff is going wrong. First of all, the recorded audio clip is not longer than 4 bars, even though I want those 4 bars to repeat and to play along, but the audio track, the clip to be longer. It's not possible like that. And also, while I'm playing on my MIDI keyboard, the pattern, as you can see here, the melody or bass line or whatever is being added to the pattern and played back as well, and this is messing up a lot of stuff. So there is a bunch of stuff that we need to fix. Okay, first of all, I need to make another pattern, and that pattern should be as long as I want my loop to be. So I have to think ahead and prepare. And while recording, I should select that new pattern. The second thing we want to do is go to our mixer channel, because this is where the important stuff is happening. We need a new channel, and I'll just call it Record Master. Master. I'll make it red so I know where I have to look. And I like to move it to the very left. Once that is done, I will create another channel and call it Edison. And I think you know where I'm heading. Both Edison and Record Master should not be going into the master channel. So we deselect this. The Record Master should be going into Edison, and all of the tracks that I want to record should go into the Record Master. You don't have to take it off the master channel. It's actually good to have it here so you have some feedback or monitoring while playing. And we can deselect this record arming. So now that everything is in master and master is routed to Edison, we load an instance of Edison into that channel. Going back to our main screen, we want to set up Edison really quickly. We will change this setting to on play and change the duration to maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You don't want to have hour-long jam sessions using this method, because Edison is recording your tracks, your audio, into your RAM. That's why this limitation is important, because if you let this run forever, your RAM will be full and your computer will basically crash, or at least through the loops. So yeah, it's good to have limitations in here, and that's why I like to set it to 5 minutes. My jams are usually, when I'm recording them, not longer than that. So that's that. Now we should be able to play along and record. This is the next important step. As long as this button on Edison is turned on, Edison will record whatever I play, regardless of the loop length or whatever. So this is just taking your audio output and writing it to this file, just to show you. You can see in the back, Edison is recording the drums, and as soon as I okay, my computer just had a hiccup. As soon as I record the bass, you will see it's getting added. So it's kind of visible using the waveform, I think. And right here I stop playing and you see the drums, it's only the drums again. If I press space and stop the playback, Edison will stop recording. If I hit space again, it will continue recording. We can see the difference between those two markers is really short, because, yeah, well, I ended the playback around here and pressed space, so it started back again from the beginning. This is the basic principle of what's happening here. And we can do a lot of stuff with this. We could, for example, do this. We have our drums. I want to record a bass. I want that bass to loop, and I want to have a lead play on top of that. I'll just use my Poly6 and use just some preset. Let's just lower its volume a little bit and name everything so we don't get confused. Make sure it's going to Record Master, because that's what we want. Now, I want to make sure that I can change my instruments using the very same keyboard without having to click any mouse buttons or anything. So I'll just right-click before I record on my instrument, go to Receive Notes From, choose my MIDI keyboard, and just select any channel that I feel comfortable with. So I like to play my bass with channel 1 and play my lead with channel 2. So even though I've selected the clap or something now, I'm playing the bass because I have selected on my MIDI keyboard channel 1. If I change it to channel 2 now, it's the bass. And if I change it to the lead, and if I change it to any other channel, I'm playing whatever I've selected, in this case the clap. But that's ridiculous, I'm not gonna do that. Great, so let's delete all of that and let me show you what I was trying to do the whole time. Basically, have a drum beat playing, adding the bass live, having the bass loop, and then play the lead, but the lead should not be recorded as a MIDI file, so no MIDI data is being recorded, but instead as an audio clip, as a wave. So to do that, I arm Edison for recording, click out of Edison, this is important, and arm my DAW. I'll be playing, if I press space, Edison is recording. This is being played back over and over again. For now, there is nothing in pattern 2. It's empty. But because this is armed, the bass that I'll be playing first is being recorded live into there. Hopefully it's gonna loop. And after that, I will, on my MIDI keyboard, press on the transport controller record button to turn this off. So no more MIDI data is being recorded, and start jamming on the lead. However, Edison is still recording the audio. So this is the general idea. Let's try it. And that's the basic idea. Drums are looping, nothing is written in the bass. I'm playing the bass, recording the MIDI data, the bass is looping, and then I turn off the actual MIDI recording while Edison still is recording wave or audio, and I start jamming on my polysix on the lead. And I can do this with any kind of combination or instrument. I can have a drum machine, an external device like the drum brute, do this. I can use my guitar, putting it into my audio interface and just jamming, like maybe even record a guitar loop that is repeating over and over again. Please bear in mind there is no quantization, so you have to really play tight. Or just play like jamming along with my guitar, having a electronic loop play in the background and play on my guitar. On top of that, there's basically infinite amounts. You can do this with vocals, whatever. This just opens up so much more, in my opinion. And when you're done and happy with your loop, you can just save it. Like, save sample as, and that's it. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm really curious to see how some people are going to use that, because I went to Reddit initially when I had this problem, and nobody really knew how to solve this specific problem, and it seemed to be something that some people were wondering about for some time. So anyway, thanks for watching.